wake it up, wake it up, wake it up. All right. Listen, if you a boss, you already up, man. Making that shmoney. Making that shmoney. All right, making that shmoney. Yeah, let's get to the shmoney. Let's get to the shmoney, man. Let's get to the shmoney, man. Because what else is there to do if you ain't getting that shmoney? If you ain't getting that shmoney, man, come on in the round, baby. Come on in the alternate reality with me. All right. The girl done created a whole reality, y'all. All right, look at that. Yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Let's build the community, y'all. Let's get it popping. It's the Shenita frequency. All right. Can't be stopped. Yeah, it can't be stopped. I'm telling you, once you get that movement, y'all, you gonna see who rock with you. See, it's easy for people to rock with you when you ain't doing nothing great. You know, when you just sitting around, lost, confused. It's easy for people to want to be around you. But the moment you try to accelerate and do something extraordinary, try to bring your visions through, try to start creating, that's when the people show you who they really, really, really are and how they feel about you. All right, got my granddaddy here with me today in spirit, man. All right, watching out for me. Thank you, granddaddy. Thank you, ancestors, for being here with us, showing your love and support. Thank you for taking the time out from your spiritual experience to be here with us. All right, so let's get these messages in. Get me to 1,000 subscribers, y'all. Okay? I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Like, comment, share, hype me up. Let's get into this message. Alright, let's get into this message. Yeah, had to oil up my hands. Alright, had to oil up my hands. With that Dr. Teals, baby. Alright, get me some advertising deals. Alright, yeah. Get to the bag, man. Alright, get to the bag. You understand what I'm saying? Don't let nobody stop you from getting to the bag, because getting to your money unlocks new experiences, new things, new places that you can see, new things that you can experience. So money is just a tool, that gets us experiences. It's not the money that you really want. It's the experiences that you want. Okay? Money is the middleman, right? That unlocks the experiences. Okay? So just think about it like that. Instead of asking for the money, ask for the experiences, so the money just comes. All right? The money will just come. So let's get into it. Shuffle one more time, man. Let's get into it. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Let's get into it. Yeah. Let's get into that thing. We're going to do a 9 set today. All right, we're going to do a 9 set today. Got the Sorcerer's Stones. All right, I don't know which one I'm going to use when I need to get your attention back. All right. You know we got them short attentions, man. Okay, they done programmed a lot of us to have them short attention spans. All right, so we got the Star card in reverse. Okay. We got the 7 of Cups. Look at all this reverse. And the 2 of Cups in reverse. There's a lot of emotional. All right, so there's an energy that wants obstacles, okay? I feel like these obstacles are being Yeah, it's like something, somebody is in opposition to their star power. It's like somebody was in their star power or still maybe hanging on to their star power, but there are obstacles like keeping you from truly embodying this energy, this good fortune, this inspiration. Okay, for some of y'all, it may be relationships, okay, or emotions that are coming in to block you and your good fortune. All right, it could be your environment. All right, so somebody's being called to really, um, first of all, work on your health. All right, working on your health. Right now, I'm about to do a watermelon fast. Okay, so that I can detox, so I can get things out of my body, get the parasites out, because I'm starting to feel like my energy is changing. Sometimes when your energy is changing, it's what you're eating. Okay, it's what you putting in your body. It could be causing brain fog. It could be causing lag. Okay, it could be causing sickness. Okay, I am getting poor health for somebody. Okay, work on what you eat. All right, because that can become an obstacle. Don't allow your health to become an obstacle, y'all. Okay. I'm telling you, don't you let that health come in between you, because you only as good as this vessel. All right. If the vessel deteriorates, you gone from about this thing, baby. So you can have all the dreams and aspirations and fortune that you want. If your body ain't aligned with your purpose, if your health is not aligned with your purpose, then you're not gonna be here to do a daggone thing. And so your health is important. Okay, and there are no excuses. All right, get rid of them parasites so they can stop sending you them signals to eat that pizza and all that mess. Okay, like I said, right now I'm gonna do a watermelon fast. I'm gonna try a week, but I really want to do 100-day watermelon fast. Okay, I'm gonna start slow though. I'm gonna do a week, see how I feel. Okay, and if I feel good and I feel like I'm on the ride, all right, I'm gonna put another week in there. Okay, nothing but watermelon. All right, I feel like if I already got in my mind that if I do cheat, it'll be with another piece of fruit, baby. All right. Like you gotta prepare for the downfalls as well. But there's a lot of emotion. Okay, there's a lot of emotional baggage that I am getting. All right, yeah, it's like, oh my goodness. All right, maybe somebody just got a relationship or something happened, and you could be in your emotions. Okay, you could be going through a separation, feeling confused about a relationship. It don't only have to be romantic. It could be with family members. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of reflection for somebody about their emotions, or emotions are coming into play to make someone realize what is blocking some of this star power. It's like the emotions are going to show you, right, where you are with people. So if you are going through a breakup and you feeling hatred and da 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 da, those are the emotions that need to be released. See, we've been taught to just accept the emotions and really do nothing with them, to let them overcome us. But you are the creator, okay? And it's best to get in a space that when you see that emotions control you, that you implement things that help you become the operator of the emotions. Okay? See, because if you become the operator of the emotions, then you become a master of one's self. And see, that's what I'm working on. I'm working on mastering myself. All right, mastering my feelings. You know what I'm saying? You got to master these emotions, or people will always be able to manipulate you. All right, so someone is being called to master their emotions, pay attention to how they feel, especially if you're going through breakups or separations with people. Okay, It's time to look at them emotions. Somebody's having a realistic attitude with moving forward with something. Okay, someone is having a realistic approach to a relationship. Okay, and it could be, a romantic, but it could be family, any type of relationship. All right, the emotions are coming in to the emotions are coming in to show you something. All right, how you feel about this partnership, how you feel about, this relationship with your family or your friends or this job. Okay, I feel like emotions are just coming in. All right, and yeah, it's like emotions are being used right now. All right, there's an energy that's using emotions, and this is why you got to be in control. Yeah, we got love weakness. Okay, and this is why you got to be in control of them. Okay, you can't let emotions take over you. You're going to be a mess. All right, we got love weakness. Somebody has a wish come true. Ooh, yes. Okay, so somebody's need to work on their love being a weakness. I keep getting this. Okay, somebody um has a weakness for people that they love. Okay, and it may be coming in between you and your positive energy. All right, it's almost as if yeah, it's almost as if somebody is pulling on someone's heartstrings or maybe triggering them, okay, to keep them stuck, to keep them out of this good vibration that ultimately affects your wishes coming true. Okay, your wish fulfillment, your money, your life. Okay, everything is attached to your vibration. And so that's why I say, the emotions are attached to your vibration. So if you don't control the emotions, which are ultimately um, coming in to show you where you need to balance your feelings at, okay? I feel like if you don't control love being this weakness, you're going to end up in situations that you really shouldn't be in. Okay, it's going to be hard to let go of people, places, or things, right, that no longer serve you. And see, that's going to slow down your acceleration. Okay, there's times in life where you really need to be accelerating. And if you got a weakness for love, you going to be distracted and delayed, man. You might have to leave that person that you was learning lessons from, but you're gonna stay there too long, right? If you're not able to control the love that you have for somebody. Okay, somebody needs to think about redefine what love is and create boundaries around it. Just because you you gotta stay with them. Just because you love somebody don't mean that you put yourself second. Just because you love somebody doesn't mean you everything that makes you happy. Okay, somebody needs to redefine love and redefine what they gonna do with it, how they gonna use it, and setting a boundary so that it doesn't become a weakness, but it becomes a strength. Okay, and also never putting nobody before you just because of some daggone love that really is just a projection of how you feel about yourself. Somebody looking for love outside of them and the whole time is inside. All right, we got synchronicity. The universe is sending you messages and numbers. uh you're so in tune. Give meaning to those numbers and you can make use of them. So when I see certain numbers, I have a little booklet, and most of them I memorize, but I've gave meaning to synchronicities. Okay, if I see 555 444 111, I give it meaning so that my ancestors and me know, we have that communication. with each other. So, when you sending me that 111, I know, that's good for the, push forward, and I can expect money coming. And it's important to be expecting money too, y'all. Okay? It's important to, I like to always be expecting money. See, because when you get in that energy of expecting money, guess what it does? It pops up. It's like that feeling where you get paid on Fridays. Okay, and so you work hard because you expect to be paid. That's an energy that's calling forth the money. When you expect it, it comes. All right. But I'm going to teach y'all a little bit about that in another video. All right, we got your in sync and seeing 111-444-333-555-1234567 and so on. Even birthdays and lucky numbers. Somebody's getting lucky numbers in their dreams. Okay, if you're getting lucky numbers in your dreams, you already know what to do with them, baby. I said, I can't tell you to go do what to do with your money. But all I'm saying is, if you feel like you are getting some lucky numbers, baby, you know where to put them lucky numbers at. Stop playing with it. Okay? Stop playing with it. Somebody is in sync. All right? Somebody is in sync, in tune, aligned, all right, aware, spiritually, grounded in this thing. All right, stop letting that love be a weakness. We got wish coming true. Somebody wishes are coming true, man. Yeah, somebody wishes are coming true. Yeah, somebody wanted, I'm getting somebody wanted some things, like when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to finances, okay, or land. Okay, I'm seeing land for somebody, all right. Now, see, if them wishes ain't coming true, it's something you attached to, baby, that's keeping you from it. See, these wishes that come true, they become visions, okay? You start to envision what these wishes are. And sometimes we don't pay attention to the vision, okay? Sometimes, if you're not all the way aware or awakened, you just think the stuff that you see in your head is just there for some reason. Okay, somebody just think all them signs that they get, all them dreams that they get, it's just there for no daggone reason. All right, but these signs and things are coming in because you asking for things. All right, start listening to what you're saying. It's like I'm getting like somebody is telling themselves what they need to hear to bring this wish fulfillment through, but they so disconnected with self. They just talking, man. like let's just say that you confused about something, right? And so you say, well, I know how to do it, but I just got to sit down and figure it out. But then you go on with life. It's like you just said what you needed to do, baby. So why ain't you sitting down so that you can figure it out? And that's because your guidance system, all right, that's when people have listened to others or they looking around for somebody else to give them the answers when truly you just said what the heck you need to do. But see, it happens. We're human, okay? We've been programmed and we're being programmed all the time, through our phones and things like that. But somebody's being called to really sit with yourself because your wish is about to come true, okay? And self is about to show you how to bring it through. But if you distracted, if you don't trust yourself, if you don't sit with yourself, if you don't journal, if you don't meditate, it's gonna come and go, man. You gonna be riding past the house you want, looking at it, seeing the sign in the yard, and being like, "Dang, that's the house that I would really want." But what they got at Jack in the Box? You see where I'm going with it? And that's how it is with some of y'all. Some of y'all have really rolled past the house that you should have been in. All right, but your mind, okay, and the disconnection with self is so it's crazy. Like you're so disconnected from trusting yourself, from listening to yourself. Okay, a lot of y'all been programmed as children to be this way. All right, you are always telling yourself what you need to hear. Trust and believe that. Some of y'all be in relationships asking the person, "Do you really love me?" And then you go break up 10 years later and you say, "You know what? I know that good, no good, such and such didn't love me. I was sitting around asking them the whole time because I felt like they didn't." But it took, 10 years for you to realize something you had been pretty much showing yourself the answer to the whole time. This is why you got to build that relationship with self and not put anybody or anything before self, because self always knows what you need, what you need to do, all right, and it's always there to guide you. So somebody's wish is coming true, wants to come true, but you disconnected. For some of y'all, y'all gonna catch on, okay? And you gonna grasp onto the vision or whatever it is, all right, that you need to bring it through into 3D. Okay? So, like I said, there's a lot of emotions. Emotions need to be evaluated at this time. All right, somebody's really determined, like have a really determined attitude about the things that they want, okay, how they moving right now. You may be seeing that people may be coming in to confuse you. This is about emotional manipulation at this time. The people are using the emotions to get you out of alignment with this good fortune, this inspiration, and that star power. Okay? So we got to watch out for emotional manipulation. Also, why emotions are being used at this time. Okay, we're going to pay attention to what we need to heal when it comes. So we're going to start observing the emotions instead of just acting them out. We're going to start questioning the emotions, right? Instead of just acting out. We're going to stop just reacting, right? To everything and observe how it makes us feel and then figure out how we can adjust it if it's something we don't like. So if you feel like, you got anger issues, then go ahead and start healing and digging and seeing why you got these anger issues. Okay, if you feel like you can't trust people, that's your emotions showing you can't trust people, okay? Start removing them out of your experience. Okay, let the emotions be a warning, all right, for the way that you feel. Okay. Disharmony is the name of the game. That's what this energy wants. Okay, we got performance. I'm telling you, they want you to perform. Okay, they want you to perform. That's what this energy is coming to perform and get out of that awareness. See, when you are, man, let me tell you something. This life got a lot of it's a lot to learn, y'all. Okay, you won't even learn everything in this lifetime when it comes to this experience called life. Okay, I'm telling you, you run into so much. Okay, just when you thought you done learned everything about something, here goes something new. And that's the fun thing about it, is that you keep evolving. Okay, you keep evolving. So just learn. Okay, don't take nothing too personal. Just learn. Okay, We got performance. This energy wants you to perform. Somebody wants you to be in performance because they understand if you're in performance, then you're not that aware. Okay, and this is why I choose when I tap dance, baby. I said I choose when I tap dance. All right, ain't nobody gonna ever make me tap dance, baby. If I'm a tap dance, I'ma do it because I want to. Okay, and that's what I'm saying about these emotions. People will have you performing the way that they want you to perform by using your emotions against you. And the next thing you know, you in some situations that you shouldn't even be in. Okay? So get a hold and master them emotions so when you perform, it's because you want to. You pick and choose if you want to perform or respond. Okay, you need to become more of the observer and then ask yourself, is this experience worth me joining, man? Just because they cussed me out, should I go punch them in the face, man? Is it worth it? I said, is it worth it to go to the jailhouse, man? See, people want you to perform. That's what this energy is about. It's about performing. All right? And we perform how we want to perform, not because of somebody else. Everything's always works out for you, man. I'm telling you, that thing gonna always work out for you. Okay? Anything else is an illusion. Anything else is an illusion because you write the story. See, and if you write the story, you should be winning. Ain't no way in the world I'm gonna be the creator and writing the story and be losing. So somebody need to be telling themselves daily that everything always works out for me. That's the narration. Okay, I say this every morning. Everything is always working out for me. It's already worked out for me. Okay, and that's the narration of whatever is gonna happen. It's gonna work out. Your words are spells, okay? And you better get into understanding that. So when you speaking, you should be speaking life and speaking as a winner. Okay? Somebody don't want you to win, but they gonna have to get over it, man. Okay? Somebody need to tell themselves and write it down too. That everything that should be like an affirmation. Everything always works out for me. All right? We got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay, and we got the Temperance card. All right, yeah. Listen, somebody said I gotta be careful. All right, somebody said I gotta create balance around these emotions or these people. All right, because I've seen a time before where I done lost it on some daggone body. You're not about to come over here disturbing my peace with that mess. No way, I'm over here balanced, okay? I'm in good energy, I'm peaceful, my life is going good. I just had to kick a bunch of people out my energy, and you will not be permitted. I feel like this energy, okay, is trying to come in to disturb someone's balance and someone's peace. All right, and like I told y'all, this energy trying to use the emotions, man, to come in and disturb this peace. Don't let them do it. You hear what I'm saying? Be careful who you dealing with. Okay, when you addressing situations, make sure you calm, level-headed, and balanced. All right, because like I said, this energy is being sent. It's being sent to disturb your peace. Okay? Make sure that your peace is important to you. All right? Because it's how you are creating your life, it's how you are attracting your money. Let these people come in messing with your peace, man. All right, I don't care who it is. Kick they behind out. Put them kids in timeout, man. And put them spouses in a timeout too, man. I don't care who it is, grandma. You gonna have to sit in the corner in that poopy diaper, man. You ain't coming over here with this mess. Let the people know, man. Not my piece. No, you're not. All right, no, you're not. I feel like somebody is lazy, man. Okay, I feel like there's somebody, all right, who is lazy. Okay, somebody who want everything in the daggone world, but don't want to do nothing to daggone get it. I'm getting easy money. Okay, I'm getting bum energy. Okay, I feel like there's somebody in opposition to your energy that is a bum. There is somebody in opposition to you, all right, who is, you are, I'm getting the energy, you are persevering. You get up and you get to the bag, all right, hard working, preserving your coin, all right, but it's this energy, like I said, is using people who are lazy, all right, so just remember now, you always gonna have opposition to what you are. Okay? And this energy, all right, that's in opposition to your hard work, your perseverance, all right, is trying to come in. Is somebody lazy, bored because they ain't got as much to do as you, wasteful, okay, somebody who always depressed, they just indifferent, okay, yeah, they just indifferent, they may come in trying to pick on you because they weak, okay, this is a very complacent energy, all right, in opposition, like I said, to your hard work and your money, all right, so you already know what's coming next. I'm seeing hand out, man. I'm seeing hand out, all right? Yeah, this person is very tricky and cunning, man. They coming to disturb the peace, baby. You hear what I'm saying? They coming now. I'm telling y'all, I be giving y'all some foresight. Look at this. Define your definition of peace, man. I can't make this up. Define your definition of peace, man. Okay, because they coming in. I'm telling you. They coming in. They coming in. You understand what I'm saying? To disturb the peace. Somebody needs to define your definition of peace so that when someone comes in to disturb it, okay, you know right off the bat, okay, that's what they coming to do. All right, defining peace creates a true understanding of what it is. And so when you understand what this peace is, then you're going to truly be able to understand when it's not a part of it. Okay, so a lot of people like to be casual about, I like peace, but what is peace to you? All right, have you really thought what is peace to you? Okay, is it that nobody comes and stays at your house? All right. See, what is peace? Because the more you start defining it, the more you can put up boundaries that protect you from things that you wouldn't have to go through. All right. So this is another way to protect yourself when it comes to your peace is knowing what it really is, what it really looks like. It's time to create some boundaries because like I said, somebody's sneaky as hell. All right. And they coming in to disturb it. Okay. This is a person who has the energy of betrayal. Okay. Sinister, loves chaos, creates rumors, disagreements, hostile, sabotage. All right, this person may always be in some daggone mess. I mean, I'm getting the energy. Somebody always in some daggone mess. Okay? Daggone mess. Alright? Keep them out. They coming in. It's because you peaceful. I told you when you get that peace, because you chosen, okay, because you in that good energy, they always gonna try to come in because they in opposition. All right, see, instead of the people coming and saying, you know what, how you found that piece that you got, right? They don't know how to do that. What they want to come and do is disturb it because they need you to feel like them. They need you to feel like them. Okay? They need you to be like them. All right? And this is why the people who love the chaos come on over to you. It's really sad. Okay? See, because I'm the type of person when I'm depressed, I want to be by myself. Okay? I don't even want it to rub off. All right? I just believe that I should deal with my own issues. All right? I believe that I should deal with my own issues. I believe that I don't like to put my stuff on anybody, and sometimes it can become bad because sometimes you do need people to help you, but generally I'm gonna try to do it myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to clear my energy and come back around you when I can offer you good vibrations. All right, but this is not that type of person. This is somebody that's bringing the chaos because they're chaotic and they need somebody to join them. Okay, they need somebody to stab in the back. This is how they get their energy. All right, they haven't figured out how to switch and become positive. All right, and they love this energy of chaos. They truly do. This is how they get their energy. This is what they were created to do for some of these people. All right, yeah, very cunning. Okay, very controversial drama. All right, somebody coming in with the drama, man. I'm getting blame game, man. Somebody gonna try to blame you for all their mess, for all their options. I mean, for all their obstacles. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting like somebody blaming you for everything they did wrong. And it's crazy because we only accountable for ourselves. All right, but there's a lot of people who love to blame others for where they are in life, for the things that they do, for the way they respond to life. All right, and yeah, somebody scapegoat, man. That's what I'm getting. Somebody gonna use others for some of y'all. They gonna try to use other people around them to bring this chaos. All right, so if there's somebody chaotic with a bunch of mess, all right, sitting there with the mental illnesses and different things, and them spirits over there talking to them, telling them what to do with that low vibration. Yeah, them spirits over there telling them what to do, all right, and inhabiting them vessels. Okay, some of them are not in full operation of their vessels. They've been detached a long time ago. They just a walking vessel with chaotic energies that come in and out of it. It is scary, I know, to think about it like that, but I'm telling y'all, you better be safe, okay, than sorry. When you see them low vibrational entities operating them people, you got to leave them alone. We got 4 leaf clover. Somebody is lucky, man. Somebody is lucky and they have their freedom. Let freedom reign. All right, some of y'all just said, give me my freedom, man. Okay? Give me my freedom. I'm also feeling like some of y'all had some legal situations. All right? And you had luck on your side. Yeah, somebody, the police got involved in something. The police got involved in something and they was on your side. And now you got the freedom and the other person don't. Your ancestors said, no, you won't. No, you won't try to set my baby up. All right. And take their freedom. You the one with all that mess. Lucky baby. Somebody lucky. Like I said, some of y'all may start getting some numbers sent to you. Okay. I can't tell you what to do, but I know what I do when I get mine, baby. I know what I do when I get my lucky numbers, baby. All right, freedom. All right, freedom is coming through. All right, for somebody who felt in bondage, okay, enslaved, all right, to these relationships, these mindsets, and these people. Freedom is coming in. All right, make sure that you also operate and putting yourself first every single moment of your daggone day. Okay, I put myself first. I had to learn the hard way, y'all. You got to get rid of that people pleasing. That is bondage, man. Operate like you free. All right, ask yourself, do I feel free? All right, what is it that's making me feel like I'm not free? Because you should feel free every day. All right, and luck is on your side. Okay, luck is definitely on your side. All right, let's see what's going on. These the last three cards. I'm gonna pull some clarity after that. Then I'm gonna get on and walk my baby. She tired. Ooh, these animals, y'all. I said, good Lord. All right. We got the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, working hard. Look at that. Somebody working hard, and the people want to come disturb the daggone peace, man. The people want to come and disturb the peace because you talented, educated. All right, you might be in school and working on your education, improving yourself. Okay, working on your saving your money for that house, that car, or whatever it is that you want. Yeah, very diligent and dedicated. All right, some of y'all are tutors or like people who teach. All right, yeah, you might be good with finances and you teach people how to financially be frugal and save, or you may be a financial planner. Okay, yeah, I'm getting that somebody is really good with money. They've mastered money. Okay, somebody has mastered money, how to make it, how to save it, how to use it. Okay, yeah, and we got this break coming in. All right, so somebody may have been working really hard. That's the energy that I'm getting. I'm getting the energy like somebody been working hard, and now it's time to think about a vacation, or a break. Okay. Yeah, it's time to restore and reflect. All right. Don't work too hard now. We got to create balance. All right. I understand we got to get these bills paid. The economy, man. The economy, man. All right. So I definitely understand it, but you don't want life to pass you by. Right? You don't want life to pass you by. All you did was work. You never went on a vacation. You never got to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Somebody is being called to enjoy the fruits of your labor. All right, buy yourself something nice. Go somewhere nice. I'm seeing Cancun. Go do something that you really want to do. Okay, allow yourself to take this break. Okay, some of y'all need a break from the things that you've been through, right? From all them jobs or all that work that you've been doing. It's time to take a little breaky break, okay, and restore. You may need to focus on your health a little bit. Okay, you might need to slow down a little bit and see, if your diet is right or if you need to go to the gym. It's time to sit and restore and reflect. All right, meditation is really good. Reassessment. All right. Some of y'all need to recover from surgeries or things that you just been through mentally, spiritually, or physically. It's time for some recovery and some reflection. All right. It's good to slow down. Okay. And some of y'all need to work on being stressed out. That takes time off of your life. All right. Allowing people and things to stress you out. All right. It's time to lighten up some of that load. Okay. So that you can rest and restore. Give people back their own problems, man. Stop picking everybody up and allow somebody to catch the bus. I'm just saying, all right. It's time to reevaluate, to sit back and say, am I taking on too much? Is it time for a little vacation? All right. Have I taken care of myself the way I need to? All right. Should I go just put my feet in the water, man? All right. Don't let life pass you by. You got to create balance. We got overachiever. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay. Somebody is it really is an overachiever. All right. And there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes, all right, sometimes you got to take a break. Okay. So somebody being called to take a break. All right. You can get back to it. We got Queen, man. And you are. And you know who you are. Queen energy. You understand what I'm saying? Queen energy can't be duplicated. All right? They might be trying to copy you, but they can't copy you, baby. All right? All they can do is try to mimic you. All right? Who the heck want to be somebody else in the daggone way? Well, you a queen. All right, on your throne. I'm seeing a crown, man. All right, can't nobody mess with you. And anybody who want to make you think less than that, man, tell them what they can go do. Because I pulls the cheeks out foam. Baby, who you think you are? Overachiever, man. Overachiever. You understand what I'm saying? Overachiever. All right, hard working, dedicated. Put your mind to something, you gonna accomplish it. Okay, queen energy. Stop letting people trick you to think that you ain't the queen of your life, man. Let these bums be mad. You understand what I'm saying? Let them be mad. Yeah, look at this conflict they coming in. All right, somebody trying to come in because they think that this break somebody taking, all right, is defeat. I said somebody thinks that this break that somebody is taking to restore, all right, to regenerate, to reassess, all right, looks like inactivity, man. All right, but you over there restoring, man, and they over here causing conflict, man. They waiting for the moment that you get up. You can't even rest, man. Somebody can't even rest because even in your resting period, they still fighting with each other, man. Yeah, these be the same people who then came up against you. And once you are nowhere to be found, right? Once you go into your little corner and cut yourself off from everything, the same people who was coming against you, now they over there beating the crap out of each other. It's hilarious. It's a dirty, dirty, dirty game, isn't it? It's a dirty game, man. Won't the people just go find something to do? Just go find something to do. Get an extra job if you can do all that. I just couldn't see myself over there fighting with somebody when I could be making some money. You understand what I'm saying? But this is what the people do when they bums, man. These are bums. Look, over there fighting, all right, agitating each other, annoying each other, all right, because you done left the scene for somebody. See, they used to come against somebody. That's the energy that I'm getting, man. Used to come up against somebody. all right, used to think it was funny, all right, that they ain't even like each other. You know what I'm saying? But they would love each other when they come against you. Now they high fiving, even though they done told everybody how much they liked each other, man. I don't know who this is for. They over there fighting now, baby. You won. They over there dragging each other through the mud, baby. Yeah, because you was the topic and you're not anymore. You was the topic, man. You was the distraction from them not liking each other, man. See, that's why you the queen or the king of this thing. You understand what I'm saying? See, because your energy is rare, beautiful, and exceptional. All right? They couldn't take it. Okay? They forgot that they didn't like each other. Because your light is so bright, man, and you so exceptional, all right, and polarizing. All right, that they forgot they was enemies, man. See, they forgot they was enemies. They forgot that they ain't like each other. Okay, but now that you resting, minding your business, and you done cut these people out, now they remember they don't like each other. I'm telling you, you can't make it up, baby. All right, you can't make it up because the people is bums. You understand what I'm saying? This is bum mentality, man. All right, and that's why I don't deal with no bums. I done learned my lesson. All right, I don't deal with no bums, man. Bums come together, okay, to hate people together because they too weak to dislike somebody by themselves. I said the bums are the people who can't, they too weak by themselves. They know they can't beat you by themselves. They know they can't argue with you by themselves. They know they can't handle you by yourself. Somebody got a nasty tongue with some spit on it, man. They know once you get the flapping them jaws, baby, they can't stand up to it. Man, they got to go get everybody. You understand what I'm saying? To try to come against you. All right, because your light is so beautiful, man. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do when you walk in the room. All right, they don't know what to do. New level of awareness. All right. We got it's all about the Benjamins. Oh. Money on my mind. What I told y'all, money on my mind. If it ain't about the money, baby, I don't give a daggone about it. I said if it ain't about the binges, all right, I don't care nothing about it. Okay, you better let them know you got bills and stuff, baby. Ain't nobody got time to be sitting over there talking about everybody else. You got a new level of awareness unlocking, baby. And you know what? With that new level of awareness, okay, it's some new daggone ways to make some shmoney. We got new ideas that come in when we get this awareness unlocked, baby. Ain't nobody got time for that mess, man. Tell them go get a job, man. Deception. All right? Deception. Yeah, this new level of awareness is going to allow you to see the deception in these people. I said this new level of awareness is coming in to show you who you can't trust. All right? There's somebody in someone's energy that cannot be trusted. And that's why your ancestors said, we about to send you this energy to unlock this daggone awareness, man. We about to make you aware that there's people around you who think you're dumb. We about to show you that there's people around you who think you stupid. Like like you're not aware. Okay, so this new level of awareness is coming in because somebody trying to play with your awareness. Okay? Somebody is using deception because they think you can't see what's going on. But see, these are the type of people, man, that always end up in bad predicaments, man. See, what they don't understand is that you protected. All right, some of y'all might look like you by yourself because you like to be by yourself. But somebody is trying to deceive somebody that they think is slow or like stupid because you may be a kind person. But see, they about to find out that all you got to do is pick your phone up. Somebody about to find out that all you got to do is pray. Somebody about to find out that you got a Glock up in the daggone closet. Somebody about to find out that they should not be playing with you, okay? Judging a book by its cover. All right, highly protected. And somebody about to find out because this awareness is coming in to give you some foresight about this deception that's going on around you. I told you the people over there fighting, man. All right, the people who are your enemies are over there becoming enemies of each other because you are not in the picture. Because they have no access to you anymore. See, some of y'all used to deal with people and they were able to access your energy. Okay? They were able to see what was going on in your life. All right? And some of y'all found out that they was going back and talking about you, sharing your business, all right, not being real about how they felt about maybe something you said or you did, and went and told everybody your business, all right, was faking as a trustworthy individual, all right, and somebody came to realize you's a daggone op. Okay, somebody came to realize that somebody had a couple of faces, man, and they wasn't showing all of them. And I'm getting the energy that they got kicked out. All right, and when they got kicked out, okay, they got returned to the very people they was talking about you with. And what's crazy is the same people they was talking about you with and plotting with, okay, now they fighting with them. And it's because they deserve what they getting. Okay, it's because of what the energy they were sending out and they attracted, right? So if you're attracting people that's coming to help you fight somebody, okay, then you are attracting people in a chaotic nature. So when it's time for you to go and deal with them, that's what you're going to be facing, you big dummy. And see, they just don't get it. So they getting what they deserve, all right? And you back cut your energy off from people who working up against you. Why wouldn't you? All right, some people want you to still be in their lives, man, after they done talked about you, turned people against you, stole from you, treated you like crap, ran you through the mud, and they got a nerve to be mad that you don't want to be with them or deal with them anymore. Man, go over there with them people that you was talking about me with. Yeah, some of y'all was in a relationship and the person you was with was running over there telling their family everything about you, and now they got to deal with the same family who was abusing them. Go on over there, man. Ain't nobody got time for that mess. Okay, I'm going to pull 2 more cards and I'm going to get up out of here. Yeah, somebody surrounded by their own enemies that was helping them come up against you. All right, look at how that works out. They was recruiting their own enemies in the end. See, that's why I'm saying it be an illusion. Okay, they think that they done got some people to come up against you, and the whole time they done surrounded themselves by the very people who will come up against them. When I say life is a beautiful thing, that karma comes fast, don't it? Trust your intuition. Okay, somebody being called to trust their intuition, and we got spiritual leader loading. Okay, so I'm getting the energy like somebody may be coming into a new position as a spiritual leader or a spiritual guide. All right, you might feel guided to help people. Okay, you might feel guided to yeah, to help people, to lead people, to guide people, because you know what it feels like to need somebody, to help you. Okay, or you may have had this calling on your life since you've known it. All right, if you're being called to get into, being a spiritual leader, I believe an opportunity and an idea is gonna come through for you to actually walk in your path and your purpose. Okay, so trust your intuition. All right. Trust your intuition. I don't know who this is for. All right. I'm sending you guys love and prosperity. Okay. I'm going to set up this Patreon. I'm in the middle of doing that. Okay. Then I'm going to send a link over here for that so we can really get into some deeper readings. I can do some one on ones. Okay. Sending you guys love and prosperity. And I'll see you in the next video. Don't let these people play with your emotions. You hear me? They're using emotions at this time. All right, so sit back, take a deep breath, all right, and think about whether you should respond. See you in the next one. Bye.